if you couldn't tell, it dropped April 1st. We had the brand new Up House. Basically already opened up my copies, but I did get them a little early from Kohl's. They ended up having a little bit of a mishap, and they marked them as $60, which is the normal price or whatever. But they did release them like 2 weeks early. So I had to go and grab them. I had big hopes to try and supersize the Up House. And I'd say we did a pretty good job. Basically pretty much used all the pieces that it came with in both of the sets, and I'm gonna flip you around pretty much and dive down a little bit more into how I did this. Real quick, I wanted to go over the figures for it. We've got Russell. He looks awesome with all of his badges on there. They've got like a little gold edge to them, so they're like reflective. Really, really cool. He's fully geared out and ready to go for anything with his whole pack. Super awesome. And we've got Mr. Carl. He's got his little walker there, or his cane. Super cool. He does have his little button on his jacket. Really nice figure. He is dual printed, but gotta keep with the Happy Carl. And then last but certainly not least, best of all the figures, Mr. Doug. Just the happiest little blonde pup ever. Looks like my dog Parker, so had to pick up an extra one just for that, really. But yeah, in this whole process, I've supersized this Up House, and you basically just need 2 Up Houses. It's really only missing 2 pieces on this back side that I had to flip, and yeah, it's just missing those 2 arches, or those 2 angled plates is what you'd call them. And I was able to order those via Bricklink, so let's pop that open real quick. Perfect. So these were the 2 pieces that didn't work, and should be in business. It took about 2 or 3 days. It was about $8 or $9 for just these 2 pieces, but it's exactly what we need. So these 2 will fit here in this gap, closing off that little house section. But yeah, let me get this opened up and show you. So, similar to some of the modulars, this does come apart with Technic pins. Kind of did it like them, but it comes apart like so. And I'm just going to pop off this piece right here. That little plate or tile, whatever you want to call it. And then put this back on. Sorry, gotta take those off. Put that piece on there. So, and then put these bad boys on. I really like these little like design features on the roof. It looks really cool. And yeah, so now we have both sides of the Up House completely finished for the first time. And that looks very, very awesome. So far, those 2 pieces are the only 2 you need. I'm gonna put a picture of them up really quick. And yeah, that's pretty much the only 2 extra pieces you need so far. I am going to try and figure out how to attach all of the balloons up top so it looks super cool. But let's flip you around here. And then, as you can see, if you guys have built it before, I just removed the chimney piece, and there's those opening Technic stud pins that are just ready to go. So you're able to just kind of slap these 2 together, like so. Kind of got to hold these 2 top ones, but it does work pretty easily. And boom shakalaka, you've got yourself a supersized Up House. And then I'm going to show you how to add all the balloons to the top here. So these are going to be the 3 additional pieces that don't come with the actual upset, but you're going to need those to attach the balloons to the roof. And then these 4 pieces, these 3 tiles and the 1 plate, you can just pull those right off of the chimney, on one of the chimneys, whatever you choose. You're going to have a bunch of leftover dark red. So, I recommend that you tidy up anything that you want to tidy up in the house, as you're probably not going to be able to get back in it after these steps. Granted, you could always take some of these pieces off, but basically just kind of separate, and you're going to put the red tiles up front here. It's kind of tricky to get them all in there. And then the last red plate will go there. and that'll leave a 2x2 stud area for you to be able to put this piece right there. Now you're going to take your white 1x2 tube, pop that in there, and then you're going to add your little tan conversion piece. After that, you can just take any of your balloons and pop off that little red pin and put them on there. They will now spin. They kind of move around a little bit, but that's your up house completed. Now, if you want to go a step further like I'm going to take apart these balloons, add a couple more layers in there. You know, everyone was saying it needed more balloons, and we have a whole extra set of those. So, if you want to keep watching, I'm about to do that as well. Now I'm going to slowly peel each layer back, kind of like a banana, and pop them all off. I'm trying to keep track of what's where, so it's easy to put on the next layer, you know. These two pieces, and there they all go. This is going to be quite the difficult process, and probably going to have to refer to the instructions a couple of times, but I might be able to figure it out. It seems pretty straightforward. They're all kind of like the same design, so I think they just twist them as they go up, which will make it pretty easy to mimic, I guess. Alrighty. So that makes it really easy to pop off there. That'll be the piece we're using in the future, and I'm going to do pretty much the same thing here. And if I mess up and I just want to convert back to the original balloons, it'll probably be pretty easy to do so. And I'm just kind of organizing these all in the same fashion. Alrighty, and that's all of them apart. And I just want to kind of look at how they put it all together again. Do the first layer of balloons, the yellow in between, second layer. And I'm just doing full 90-degree turns on the stud here. So I'm going to follow that, just going all the way forward. Yellow, red, green, there's 4. I want to say we'd probably be able to get with 5, but I'm going to see how this looks real quick. Actually, we got to do all the big ones first. That's looking pretty good, but I think we can still probably add in one more. And that'll be the interesting part, because it's a new, like, area. But, let's see what we can do. Do that. We'll add the yellow spacer in. One more. Turn it 90. And that should do it. Put that center balloon back in, and then all the larger balloons first. Now if you guys wanted to add all the sets of balloons in, you can, but I think it's just going to look a little bit too much with all of them in. But I would recommend just repeating that same process if you so choose to. And yeah, that's going to be all the balloons. Look at that. Alright everyone, and that is your first and final look at the completed supersized up house. And man, does that look amazing. Literally all it takes is 2 of the up house sets and 5 extra pieces. I'm going to have those trying and pictured again here if possible. Just because I did add those 2 extra other pieces for the balloon mount, but they weren't really necessary as well. You can kind of come up with your own construction for that as well if you'd like. Do note it is 2 front-facing houses, so I mean there's no rear side, it is 2 front doors, but I mean it still looks amazing, and kind of gives you a pretty easy up house, so you don't have to order much extra pieces and you can use what you got. And really appreciate you all watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed, and definitely tag me or send me your up house creations, because that was one of my favorite Pixar or Disney movies. Thank you all, and have a good one.